One of CCA's 2019 Pioneer Awards goes to Larry Ware, founder of Alpha Milling Company.
I entered the construction industry mainly because my dad was in the pipeline business, and I finished my last year or two of college. I went to work with my dad, and I was moved up to being the boss, and therefore my dad was my employee, so that caused a few interesting times and whatever. But we got through it, and we worked for many companies. The first company that we worked for was Tower Construction. I worked for was Tower Construction many years ago, and went to work for Kilran, and went to work for Lakewood Pipeline, and then Western Paving bought them out, and I remained with Western Paving for 19 years. But then I got into the rotomilling business and started removing the asphalt, and many projects, worked for almost every city around the Denver area. With CDOT alone, in the last 4 or 5 years, we paved all of 25 all the way from Highway 7 down to County Line Road, and now we're working on the gaps. So we've done a lot of work for CDOT also.
One of my favorite memories of working with Larry is that he modeled the method of leadership that I choose to use going forward. He was very kind in the workplace, and he still is to this day. And he modeled a way of leading people while having fun at work, and also allowing people to be expressive, do things the way they thought they needed to be done. And at the end of the day, he was and still is a very generous individual as well.
One of the most gratifying things in my career is the accomplishment I've had with Alpha Milling Company. I started it in 1998, started with one machine. A month later, I had to order another machine, so we started with 2 machines the first year. The company has just grown over time in the 20 years that we've had it, that now it's gratifying to go out in the yard and see that we've got 18 of those rotomilling machines out there in our yard. And reminds me of a time when I come down here and paid my dues for at CCA, that I told it was Jay Lauer at the time was president back then. I said, I'm going to become the biggest rotomilling company in Colorado. He said, you do that and I'm going to put you in the news. I said, okay. So I did do that.
Funny story about Larry is, and he doesn't even know this, but in the office we have a spreadsheet of Larryisms, and on the server it's titled L-isms, lisms, and we have a whole list of things that he would say all the time, like, for example, that's just water over the bridge. He didn't really necessarily know that he was saying that. That guy has more problems than Hogan's goat. That's another good one. The list goes on, and it's lengthy, but very expressive, very funny, very great guy to be around.
And therefore, you got to treat your employees with respect, reward them well. Getting help is tough. I actually donated to the Colorado Workforce Foundation, and that's one thing I'd like to tell all you people out there. Join that, donate some money to that organization, because we need the people, and that's how we're going to get them. So cough up, people.
I'd really like to thank Larry for rescuing me from the corporate world. He allowed me to flourish both personally and professionally, allowing me to enter his family business and become a member of his family as well. So I'd like to say thank you for that. And Larry, congratulations on your Pioneer Award this year. It is extremely well-deserved.
I just recently retired at the end of 2018 from Alpha, and my son Nicholas has worked for me for probably 12 to 14 years, and the last few years he's been pretty much running the company anyway. It's also an accomplishment to see Nick take over and let him continue the company. So it's been very gratifying.
Congratulations to one of the CCA's 2019 Pioneer Award winners, Larry Ware.